Hello YouTube, this is the Stupendous Wave here with a video today. This one is on the Walking Dead review, Strangers from Season 5. Now this episode was crazy. At the end of last week's episode, which I absolutely loved, I was pretty much expecting kind of a toned down episode, and that's what we got for the first half, but for the second half, things just went crazy. We got to see the car that took Beth again. We got to see kind of what Father Gabriel has going on. And of course, we got to see Bob get kidnapped, but by what is now confirmed to be the Hunters from the comics. Now, this is a great way to bring the Hunters in. They're really a scary group of people, and we're in for something pretty special with this season. So, let's just start from the beginning of the episode. So, Tara goes to Rick and she says, "Hey, I didn't really want to be with the governor. I didn't know who he was." And Rick, I would have expected him to be a lot more sore about this than he actually still is, but he really just forgives her, and she goes to Maggie later on in the episode, and she's fine with her too, that she is in the group. So then we run into Father Gabriel, and we see he's really inexperienced. He's just a shiny new guy who's out there experiencing the zombies for not the first time, but he's still in basically the first year kind of experiencing these zombies. He's been sheltered for a long time. He hasn't had to deal with them. As we heard, he hasn't killed any yet, which is pretty crazy. We also see a lot of undertones of Daryl and Carol talking about, of course, the kids, Mika and Lizzie, that Carol had to take care of. She had to take care of Lizzie, and that was pretty sad, just remembering that episode. But, yeah, I really liked the basement scene when there was the flooded basement. Those walkers looked so gross, and I totally expected that to be the grossest thing we saw this episode, but of course it wasn't. But those walkers, yeah, they looked gnarly. They were just completely decomposed. And I was surprised that one that grabbed Bob was even still able to move. That's how decomposed these things were. And of course we saw the zombie with the glasses that we see later on in a picture that Father Gabriel is holding. We know that Father Gabriel refused to let people in to the church and refused to help them. Now, to me, that doesn't seem like such a big deal now, because to Rick's group, he's helped Rick, he's taken them in, he's told them where there's food at. He doesn't seem like a threat, but he's making it seem, at least to me, like there's a much bigger threat than it actually is, which is not going to be good for him. But we know that Father Gabriel is a series regular. I like him. I like that we kind of have a character now that's more fresh, because we're all accustomed with all these hardened characters that have been through some stuff for a long time, and we kind of need someone who's like us, basically, someone who would be experiencing some of these horrors for the first time. So let's just go ahead and talk about the car. So Carol is out there and she kills a walker, and out comes Daryl, and all of a sudden this car drives past, and it is the car that took Beth last season. It has the white cross on the back, and Daryl goes and he runs and he smashes out the tail lights so the car can't see him, and they're after them. Now, what looks like from the trailer is it looks like Beth is in a hospital, and we probably won't be seeing her next week from the preview, at least what I can gather. I would guess that we'd see her in episode 4. We'd have to at least see her in episode 4. But yeah, Daryl and Carol are all after her. I'm not exactly sure if they'll find her, because from what, again, we've seen from the trailer, we haven't really seen them with her. She's kind of in a hospital with what looks to be a bunch of police officers, and she's taking care of them. But I'm sure we'll figure that out, what's going on with her, eventually. So let's talk about the big reveal. The Hunters are here. Bob was taken captive. I expected either Sasha or Bob was going to get it. They just focused on those characters, and whenever something or an episode focuses on a character that hasn't gotten a ton of his own time, something bad happens, and sure enough, Bob got captured by the hunters, and Gareth was talking to him, and I thought, oh, okay, they just got him, they're just talking to him, they're gonna kill him. And then when they zoomed out and we saw that he was missing his leg, oh my gosh, that was crazy. They're just absolutely crazy and disgusting, and then he started eating it. That was way gross than any of those walkers that we saw. So, yeah, that's basically what happened in this episode, what I found to be especially notable. Did you guys like this episode? Did you not like it? Me personally, I love this episode. I have a feeling that Season 5 is going to be one of the best seasons The Walking Dead has had so far, if not the best. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for everything Walking Dead, and have a great day.